Well, that much rumored state of play has been officially announced, but when will it happen and what can we expect to see there? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So for the past week or so, there's been some rumblings of a state of play from Sony coming up soon, and we finally have this official announcement over on X. Get ready for a new state of play. Tune in on YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, or that would also be 5 p.m. Eastern, for 40 minutes covering 15 plus games, including extended looks at Stellar Blade, Rise of the Ronin, plus more from talented game developers from around the world. So 40 minutes covering 15 plus games should be a pretty big show, and they already said that they're going to show extensive looks at Stellar Blade and Rise of the Ronin, so that leaves at least 13 more games here. So what else will we see at this state of play? Well, there's been some pretty reliable leakers out there that have dropped some hints, and let's take a look here from Nick at the Xbox Era Podcast. Over on X, he says, on the 31st, roughly, Ronins will fly, will die stranded, have a rebirth, and Kojima will fulfill his dream. Sonic will live in the shadow of his generation, while the hills will remain silent until the dawn when you'll need to catch the metro. Just don't be a Judas about it. So sort of a cryptic, not quite so cryptic message here. So a lot of people have gone through what he posted here, and here's pretty much the consensus. Now his tweet came out before Sony's official one, so we do know that Rise of the Ronin was correct in this tweet. And then the next game here is probably Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's a pretty safe bet since that's coming out in a month from today. But it looks like we'll also see possibly a Sonic Generations remaster. And then we have a reference to Silent Hill 2, and then possibly a new game in the Metro franchise, and then finally Judas is pretty much just straight out said. And then two others here that were sort of confirmed by Deal Labs earlier is Death Stranding 2 and Until Dawn. So that brings us up to 9 out of the 15 games that we could see at this state of play. Now, going back to Deal Labs, they also had this to say on their website. According to our information, the Concord game will benefit from a new announcement very soon. Now, this announcement should reveal the gameplay as well as all or some characters of the multiplayer first-person shooter game. If the announcement or even the holding of a state of play happens this week, which now we know will, there's a very good chance that we will find this game announced during this event. And in case you don't know what Concord is, it is a multiplayer first-person shooter that was developed by Firewalk Studios, which was acquired by PlayStation. And we haven't seen anything about this game since they dropped a short trailer at the PlayStation Showcase back in May of last year. So that brings our total count up to 10. So what are at least 5 other games that could be shown at this state of play? Well, one obvious one to me would be Dragon's Dogma 2. That comes out on March 22nd, so it seems like a pretty good one to show a little more about and drive some hype for. Well, Pacific Drive is due out on February 22nd, so that would be another one they may want to highlight. And then we have Forever Skies. Now this is an action survival game, and it came out on Steam in 2022, but was just recently announced to be coming to PS5. Now right now there's no release date set, just that it's coming out in 2024, so perhaps we might get that release date here at this state of play. And then we have Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Now this is going to be a remake of the 2004 Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Now we don't have a release date for this just yet, but I could see it being shown here, maybe perhaps with a release window of the end of 2024. So that brings us up to 14, and if I had to guess at one more, I'm thinking probably a safe bet would probably be Foam Stars. The game has already been in open beta, and it has an official release date of February 6th. But let me know your thoughts below. What games do you think we'll have at this state of play on Wednesday? Do you think that the 10 games that have been leaked, and so far 2 of those confirmed, will be at this state of play? And what do you think about my 5 guesses here? Drop a comment below, let me know your thoughts, as well as any guesses that you have at what might be at this state of play. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. It really does help the channel out quite a bit. I want to thank you for watching, and be good.